Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Apple's new device. This has been highly anticipated and it's honestly quite exciting. While I was watching this event, I couldn't really believe what I was seeing, to be honest, because in many ways, I do believe, and this will shock a lot of people, but I do believe that Apple has basically won this game. Now, the VR game, to be honest, it's been around for some time, but it hasn't really gotten started properly. Let's be honest. VR is not a real thing yet. Right now, it's a niche audience. It really is a niche audience, and they're trying to make it a bit more for the professional field. However, it's not translating as well. Apple has inadvertently entered the market, and I believe that they've instantly won the game, despite the fact that this product is costing $3,499. It's quite a big price tag, but I think it's fair. I think the fact that Apple has removed the battery from the headset to an external device was a smart idea. For one, you do want the headset to be as light as possible. For two, there's safety reasons. The last thing Apple needs is any sort of malfunctioning with these devices. We all remember what happened with Samsung exploding batteries. What if similar things can happen with this headset? It's not a perfected technology yet. So Apple wants to tread lightly. They want to approach this very carefully. Anyway, I think the device looks absolutely fantastic. Seriously. The fact that I could possibly watch my favorite sport, Formula One, just put on my headset, watch a sport in any environment that I want. I can choose just how much I want it to be immersive or I want to change my environment visually. Yes, it only lasts 2 hours, but hopefully Apple supplies with multiple batteries. Hopefully that's a thing. It would be ridiculous if it wasn't. Now, instantly I've heard people saying, well, the Facebook Quest, the Meta Quest headsets, they're cheaper. And people are basically saying, well, they can accomplish basically the same thing. And I'm thinking, I bet you it can't do the same thing the exact same way. It can probably do it similar. However, when it comes to performance, Apple has given us a lot of performance in this thing. And Apple doesn't really usually release products that they're not confident in. They've only announced one product that they didn't fully release, and that was the multi-charging platform. That product they didn't full release. But that was just one out of many. So this immersiveness is what I'm hoping to experience because I love entertainment. I love movies, sports, and I love watching YouTube videos. This is what I'm hoping to accomplish. Not to mention, it looks like you can actually play games using this VR headset. And finally, Apple looks to be taking a real trajectory, a real step into the gaming ecosystem. This is good. While the Apple computers are not well known for gaming, if there's one software company, hardware company, whatever Apple is, they're a technological company. If there's one that can fix this problem, it is Apple, to be honest. Now, it was quite recent, sometime this year, I've had to admit to myself, Apple has won. The smartphone game, the laptop game, the technological game, the headset game, and it's quite simple. Other companies, they are not doing what Apple has done. They've honestly lagged behind. Look at Google. Google tends to create a lot of innovationary products. However, they've given up before it's even getting started, before it's even getting real. I remember the Google glasses and I didn't think that they were ugly. I didn't think that they were bad. But I do believe that Google gave up on that way too soon, and many other Google projects. And it's a similar thing with Samsung. Samsung isn't focused on quality necessarily. They're more focused on quantity. That's always been their game, is to sell multiple different phones at multiple different prices, sell as many phones as possible. In fact, overall, I think Samsung sells the majority of phones in the world, except the fact that they make significantly less because they're selling cheaper phones than Apple. So what Apple has done, creating this entire ecosystem, it's fantastic. I hear a lot of people complaining about the price for this headset. I hear a lot of people complaining that you'll never do this on an airplane. I'm not lying to you. I probably would, because whenever I go on an airplane, I'm watching something. So why wouldn't I carry my headset and do exactly this? I don't know why this is a surprise to people. I would love to be on an airplane and just put on a headset, people leave me alone, thank you, and immerse myself in a different world. I'd really appreciate that. Now, in terms of the price, yes, people are complaining about the price, but here's the funny thing. Most Apple customers, they have more than one Apple product. Imagine you have an iPhone, that's $1,000. Imagine you have an Apple computer, that's 1,000 or 1,500. Imagine if you have a tablet, that's 500, maybe 1,000. There, you already have roughly around 3,000. So if you're telling me that you can't afford the new headset, how did you afford those other Apple devices? Because that's why people are complaining that they think this is too expensive. Well, here's the thing. Apple doesn't think so because Apple has seen that you're willing to spend a lot of money with Apple. You've bought their iPhones, their iPads, you've bought their AirPods, you've bought their laptops, you've bought their desktops, you buy everything to do with Apple. Most people are buying Apple products, they have more than one. People can actually afford this. They can. It's just that they don't want to pay that much. But Apple knows you better than you know yourself. So that's why it's so expensive. I actually thought that Apple would make this product at least around 2,500. I was 1,000 shy away from 3,500. I completely get it, and I'm kind of biased to be honest because I consider myself an Apple investor, not financial advice in any way, but I love what they're working on. And it took me a long time to accept that you can't beat Apple anytime soon. But I think this is a good thing, especially for Facebook, for Meta. This is a great thing because this actually shows Facebook what they're not doing and what Apple is capable of doing. This is a real competitive product now. The biggest threat to Facebook Meta Quest for a good time. So now Facebook knows where the competition is coming from and now they understand how to beat said competition. Here's the thing, I don't necessarily think they can. I believe Facebook Meta Quest can be the Samsung of the headset space. Samsung sells a lot of phones, but they're cheaper than Apple phones. They sell more than Apple, but they're cheaper, so they make a little bit less. I think that's where Facebook fits in. Apple fits in where they always fit in. They use this thing to fill your life with all the things you've been missing. That's exactly what I like. They've got an M2 chip and an R1 chip. I don't even know what the R1 chip is. I think that's a new one, probably specifically for this headset. However, the M2 chip, they've used it in some of their devices before. But really and truly, I do want to play Formula One. I do want to watch Formula One. I love the idea of having this workspace with 3 different monitors. I love the idea of being immersed, but not too immersed. But hopefully one day we can get to Ready Player One stage of immersivity. I think that would be fantastic. Seriously. That's what we're trying to get to at some point. Seriously. Let's all be honest. This is actually a good product. It actually looks brilliant. It looks better than we thought it would. Let's just be honest. So that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Remember, you can subscribe to our newsletter. There's a link in the description. Check out our website. If you like my wallpaper, this is from my free wallpaper pack. There's a link in the description. You can download this free wallpaper pack. Enjoy. Thank you for watching this video. Like I said, I will be buying this device so we can review it on this channel, so we can try it out as many times as possible. There's a lot of content coming to this channel, especially tech-related content. It's basically a tech channel now. We're doing very few reaction videos now, so it's basically a tech channel. But that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to see more. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in our next video. Peace.